Did you know Marco Polo, the famous explorer, was a merchant of Venice? His father and uncle were traveling merchants who had established trading posts in Constantinople, now known as Istanbul, and Sudak in Ukraine. In fact, Venetian merchants were famous across the world for their vast trading networks. They loaded their ships with timber, metals, and wool from the west and brought back boatloads of spices and silks from the east. Venice became famous for its ships and also for a powerful navy that protected the city's traders on high seas and along the coastline. Its importance to international trade made Venice one of the richest cities in Europe, with its powerful merchant princes and their grand palaces. Such a successful trading city needed an extensive banking system. Big traders would borrow money and buy things to sell abroad. This money would be repaid once they completed their trade. Some of these bankers and moneylenders were Jews who had been allowed into Venice in 1509. Right from the beginning, the Jews of Venice faced religious hatred, and in 1516 they were forced to move into one part of the city. This was called the ghetto, a term that has come to represent religious and racial persecution across the world. But the Jews continued to play a major role in Venetian trade and finance. Even though their rights were restricted, some of them became influential thanks to their riches. By the mid 1500s, Venice began to be much more liberal with Jewish traders, even those from other kingdoms. Ironically, by the time Shakespeare was writing The Merchant of Venice, Jews had been given special trading privileges in Venice, which were not given to 90% of the city's Christians. So, Shakespeare's play probably tells us more about the prejudice against Jews in England rather than Venice itself. When Shakespeare wrote The Merchant of Venice, there were no practicing Jews left in England. They had already been expelled from the kingdom 300 years earlier. A few who had converted to Christianity remained, but they still faced anti Semitic prejudice. Among the prominent figures was Rodrigo Lopez, who was Queen Elizabeth's physician in chief. Lopez was framed on charges of plotting to kill the Queen and was hanged in 1594. Shakespeare, according to some critics, was influenced by Lopez's case when he created the character of Shylock, who was always played as a repulsive clown and a monster for the first 200 years of the play's staging. History, however, has made us change our opinion of both Shylock and the Queen's doctor Rodrigo Lopez. Historians now believe that Lopez was innocent but was hanged because he had once been a Jew. Shakespeare's own attitude towards Shylock has also been reassessed over the years. We now see him to have been much more sympathetic to Shylock than was previously believed, giving him some of the most powerful lines in the play and making him a tragic hero instead of just a villain.